Oh, hey, this guy's wanted a video shot about the Ford FW40. Just doing a walkthrough here. I got time. Side note, here's our 9000, totally restored. Awesome tractor, and dropped a valve last week, so it's gonna get a new motor this winter. That's gonna be kind of fun. Haven't worked on this tractor for a while, except for we're gonna have to wreck some paint, but life's gonna go on. Anyways, here's the FW40. I don't know if it's gonna get used anymore this winter. We purchased it in 2001. Paid $14,500 for it. Didn't really check it over, just went to the auction and bought it. So that's 17 years ago. Things ran like a champ. We've set up the valves on it, done a little exhaust work on it. New hydraulic pump, really trivial stuff. No transmission, major engine, or axle work done to it. So it's probably left the overall cost for 17 years at about $17,000. Cost split over 17 years, $1,000 a year to have this old pig around. Pretty happy about it. This spring we just put these new tires on it, these radials. Big improvement over the bias plies. Really pulls well, especially when you farm in mud like we have here in central Minnesota. Like I say, this is a 1977 with the 903. Thinking this vintage 903s were never offered in the Steiger models. They had the 855s or the Cats, which I would say probably a lot more torquey. But if you keep this one wound up in the high end of the RPMs, this thing will really pull, and pull fairly cheaply as far as fuel gallons per hour. It's got a lot of features that Steiger offered at the time. Not the greatest motor, but it's got 3-point and a hydraulically actuated 1000 RPM PTO, the big pump that sits on the front of the motor, with some valving that controls it to keep your RPMs constant. Put out 105 horsepower. It's kind of different. We've never used it, not even sure if it works, don't have any application for it, so it just is. It's just kind of cool to say that we have it. Other than that, other stuff's just standard, you know. Built heavy, when in doubt throw some more iron at it. Drop boxes, standard to most Steigers this age. Few leaks. We're always chasing a couple leaks on this thing here and there. Nothing that really ends your day, but it just kind of annoys you because you keep dropping in gallons of oil every now and then. So it's got the regular truck transmission shifter on the floor, and then between the drop box and another box you can get a total of 20 speeds. Probably the only real bonuses with 903 is since you can run 2700 RPMs, you can really boogie on the road. 27 miles per hour is no problem with this thing, so you can get where you got to go really quick. Pretty much the rest of the cab standard. This is kind of what's left of the PTO control. That's the way it looked when we bought it. It's got some broken lights. Never tried to turn it on to see what would happen. Really the only thing we've really changed in here is put in a little air compressor and an air seat out of a truck. This thing's not a bad ride. Just everything newer has air seats, so we thought we could throw that in there and make life better. And then my brother also kind of upgraded and changed the AC to more common controls. So we got heat and AC, and upgraded pump to the new style rotary, and it'll freeze you out of here. So it's always nice to have AC, even if you got something that's 40 plus years old. That's kind of the gist of the tractor. Everything runs great. Some people probably think, you know, maybe, oh, I don't farm that much, I'd be better off to have something that's 180 horsepower, you know, a lot more money. But when it really comes down to the end of it, you got to make a living doing this stuff, even if it's kind of a hobby. So what can you buy for $14,500? To this day you can buy them for that price. If you want to buy yourself a nice John Deere 8400, 8430 Ford or whatever vintage or New Holland, well over 50,000 and not nearly the horsepower, and in my opinion probably not nearly the durability, plus not also the option of tillage tools. This chisel plower is $3,700 we picked up on an auction. All I do is put shovels on it, hook it up and go. There's nothing really to be done with it. So tillage equipment can be actually per foot is usually quite a bit less. You can buy, 40-foot chisel plow or 40-foot digger, I should say, for $10,000. You want to buy a really nice 26-foot Case IH or something that's in good shape, you'll be spending all of that, if not more, because more people have those size of tractors. So anyways, I don't know, maybe this will cause some more questions and whatnot, but this is kind of a quick run around the tractor. Obviously, yeah, the paint's not the greatest. This thing pretty much is its own shed. We don't get it inside nearly as often as we should. So that's the FW40. Comment on the video if you'd like.